Good morning. It's the Call Flo Radio Show, and you're on the air.
It is the Call Flo Radio Show. I might be winging it. Am I winging it today? Am I going solo today?
No.
Oh, okay. I was just curious. So now I can explain whose voice you're hearing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mr. Noah Massage.
John,
Thank you so much for joining us.
hope you're doing well today, this morning.
I'm as right as the mail.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good stuff.
It is. It is Tuesday, by the way, the 6th of a month. Yeah. Did you know on this day in 1937, the Led Zeppelin cover was created?
No, I didn't. No.
Because of the Hindenburg disaster.
No. Oh.
There you go.
All right. Well, fun facts.
It was. Happened in Lakehurst, New Jersey. On its first transatlantic crossing of the year. Sad. It killed 36 to 97 people on board.
That was a disaster for everybody that day.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really not good.
And I guess Zeppelin, back in those days, using that photo, there was no backlash.
I don't. You would
Probably because there was no internet and people couldn't have their voices heard immediately.
Do you think that's a problem nowadays with people being able to voice their concerns? Obviously, you do, right?
Born on this day, Sigmund Freud.
Yeah, Sigmund Freud. No, John made a Freudian slip the other day.
Whoops, I did?
Yeah.
Freudian. Freud. You got it. So let's see who we have on the phones today. First caller on the Call Flo Radio Show. Good morning, you're on the air.
Good morning. So are you?
Hey, Henry, how are you?
All right. Yes, indeed. Philip said to his girlfriend, they had a little spat,
Right.
and he said to her, "You may not be a goat, but you do have a large butt." Yeah. I should say that was his ex-girl he was talking to.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
The wife hit her husband with a right and then with a wrong. That could happen, I guess.
Yeah, anything's possible, yeah.
Said she was so sexy looking she could turn the light on.
That is sexy.
Yeah. I don't know if I heard about it. I mean, this is a hard one to swallow. The football quarterback threw up the field.
All over the entire field?
I guess. Said he threw up the field.
Yeah, pretty sick.
Oh, boy. I understand that business has really picked up in Wisconsin.
How's that?
Yeah, well, what used to be known as Milwaukee is now Mill Running. So they must have picked up.
Picked up the pace, yeah.
Yeah. You know, you hear the word henceforth, and that's a chicken who gets 25% commission.
Ah. There you go.
Yeah. In the diner, a policeman gave a customer a ticket for eating too fast.
Strict speed limit rules there. And
the old hen just laid around because she already had a nice nest egg.
there you go.
Yeah. Then there was the fox. He had rare chicken, especially when it was well done.
Right.
Right. She had rare chicken when it was well done.
Yep.
Yeah. But she's not taking in boarders. They're just rumors.
Rumors.
Yeah, not boarders. They're rumors.
Rumors. Yep. That's good.
Yeah. I have a real unusual story I want to share.
All right.
I've never gotten into this before publicly, but first of all, James Rosser Fulcher and Mary Jameson Fulcher were my parents. And they were married over 60 years and lived on a 240-acre farm, family farm, a couple of miles out of Dillman. They had 11 children. I was number 8.
Lucky number
The
8.
youngest one was David.
Right.
And David always said there were no more children after him because when he was born, they finally had the perfect child.
They got it right. Yeah.
Yeah. But when David was 6 years old, he came down with a rheumatic fever, and it affected his heart.
Mm.
And because of that, David was bedridden for 1 full year.
Wow.
And David and several other brothers and sisters have now gone on, and I miss him so much. Anyone who knew him would tell you that he was a great young man.
Mm-hmm.
And as the years went by, he and I got closer and closer. He loved to talk about Jesus, and he sang and played guitar at many places,
Mm-hmm.
especially churches.
Yep.
I heard him many times and was really proud of him. He brought joy to so many through the years. At times, even today, I'll start to reach out from my phone to call him.
Yeah.
David leaves 2 beautiful daughters, Lisa and Kim,
Mm-hmm.
and several grandchildren. I regret that I did not spend more time with him in earlier times.
Right.
But in the meantime, Brother David stands just inside the pearly gates, waiting the rest of his family.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to kind of remember my brother David today.
David went to my church. I knew him well.
Yes, I know you did. Yes, and he had a high respect for you.
Well, I had high respect for him as well.
Yes. So I wanted to share that about my family a little bit.
Well, we appreciate that, Henry. Thank you for
Thank
sharing.
you so much, and I hope to talk to you tomorrow.
Hope so.
My phone number, if anyone would like to share a story with me or a prayer request, call 414-0096. And I would appreciate it if you did.
All right. Well, thank you, Henry.
And thank you until tomorrow. God bless.
Bless you, Henry. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye. All right. Henry Fulcher checking in with us.
The one and only Henry Fulcher.
Mm-hmm. You seem sort of somber this morning.
You said that
Did
when
you
I
get
walked
much
in.
rest last night, or
What?
did you get much rest?
I did.
last night?
I did indeed. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Didn't
know.
know if you were still hopping and bobbing and.
I don't know where
bizzing
I don't know where you're picking up on the somber energy of mine.
I know why, because on this day in 2004, the final episode of the television sitcom, one of your personal favorites, Friends, aired and was watched by more than 52 million, I'm sorry. 52 million viewers. I was not one of the 52 million, but somebody was, and you were.
You didn't like that show.
No.
Is there a reason why?
It didn't seem like it was geared towards men, so I didn't watch it.
Okay.
I'd rather watch Gunsmoke or something like that.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, John, you know what today is? May 6th?
What's that?
It's National Beverage Day.
Beverage Day.
Not even kidding.
Okay.
That's what it says. National Beverage Day is on May 6th, and it encourages us to sit back, relax, and enjoy your favorite beverage.
Well,
so,
here's to you.
all right.
All right. I'll kick back with the beverage right now, but first we must take our next caller. Good morning. You're on the Call Flo Radio Show.
Well, I was going to ask what you're doing this weekend, but it sounds like you're going to kick back with a beverage.
Yeah, I'm kicking back with one right now as we speak. The Doctor of Pepper.
Y'all were funny yesterday talking about the Twilight Zone.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah.
Noah's the big Twilight Zone fan.
I'm a big fan of Twilight Zone, but I don't know if I can talk about it for 2 days in a row.
Why is that?
Well, John, you got to change things up. It can't be always the same. You got to keep people on their toes. But it is one of the best.
You use
series.
the same catchphrases all the time.
So, John, how's your
Hop.
weekend?
Let's hop in here.
Let's hop here.
Into the
let's
weekend.
hop there.
Yeah. Hippity hop to the barbershop.
Yeah.
So how goes it with you, sir? What's going on today?
Not much.
Not much.
But, yeah. So, is it true that the tower went down back in
96? Yes, it's true. I remember, like I said, I was driving home that night, and when I went to punch us on the dial, all I heard was, and the next morning I got a call. I believe it was Francis, and he was basically telling me, don't bother to come into work that day, and they'd let me know as things would progress. And the first thing they got up was the AM frequency first, and then so we were broadcasting on AM for a while, doing FM type programming on that as well. And eventually, once the new tower was constructed and we got that all squared away, then eventually we brought back the FM. But it's hard to believe it's been that long ago, but it has.
What exactly happened to it?
I want to say it was a real bad storm that night, and I don't know if the winds were so much that, or if it got struck. I honestly don't know exactly what happened, but I do remember it being a bad storm that night, so that may have played into it, and I'm not sure how old the previous tower was at that time, and maybe it was just enough wind and everything else to just, bring it down.
Have you ever been there when the power's gone out?
What, at the radio station?
Yeah.
I'm sure I have. I do remember working at one station, and here we go again, another bad storm. And I walked in, and I could tell right away that when I went to do the alarm system to get in, something was amiss. And I walked in, and I could smell burnt, equipment. Something had gotten fried, and so I walk into the studio, and the board is, shot. Mm-hmm. And I had to call my boss and basically say, I think we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem.
Well, now if it went down, you'd just be telling people to listen online.
As long as we're putting out some sort of audio, yeah. Yeah, we can get away with that now. And we got away with it at that place, too, because we were streaming at that station as well. Not Flo, but the other station I worked at. But, yeah, back in 96, yeah, when we were down, we were down. But we weren't down for long. And like I said, they got the AM up and running. I don't know. It may have taken a couple weeks.
I thought y'all wouldn't have had a stream back in 96.
No, we would. No, there was none. I can remember working there when I was younger, and I think there was like one computer in the whole building. And that was used to print out stuff more than it was to actually... I remember when the computers were first being brought in to run commercials and stuff like that in the early stages, after I'd been there for a couple of years, but even that took a while.
You said one time that back then the format was strictly adult contemporary.
More so, yes.
I mean, you didn't play all your sound effects back then.
No, I didn't take umbrage or whatever. I didn't jump around and play sound effects as much. That didn't come along until I worked at the other station I was referring to, and then I was told to. Told a voice when I
heard you play the one of Taylor yesterday.
Yeah, the one that Noah doesn't seem to
like.
Yeah, Noah doesn't really care for that one for some reason. I think it hits one of his nerves or something like that.
It's at the wrong frequency and just the shortness of the clip. I don't know.
What is that sound really?
It's her making that noise.
It is not.
It is. I swear. Back me up, Noah. Wasn't that her?
No, that was yeah.
It was her. It was her.
It sounds like somebody's moving a chair.
Okay. Noah's telling me I'm number one, for those of you that can't see on television. But anyway. Yeah, that was her making that sound.
That is impressive.
We'll have to let her know that. And Noah has now finally destroyed the last official headphone on the premises.
We got to be honest. These headphones are pretty. The
Yeah.
plastic is pretty weak. So I'm gonna do what John did that one time. Just put like an old telephone.
Yeah, he looks like an old TV phone operator putting that thing to his ear. We're sending help right away, Mrs. Fletcher. Anyway. But yeah, that's her making that noise, and we'll let her know that you are a fan of the noise. Noah's not so much, but...
Are you sure that that's really what that is?
I'm
That's
sorry?
her making that noise.
That's
Are
her,
you sure that that's her making that noise?
I was in the studio when I recorded it. Oh, yeah, it's her. No doubt.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, it wasn't that intolerable in person, but like when John cuts it up into a 2-second little clip and plays it back to back to back, it kind of, I don't know, grinds my gears a little bit.
I seem to
Do you
have
have
that
anything to say
effect
about
on
that?
Noah Massage.
It's not my name.
Massage?
Do your impression of him.
No, he's already fit to be tied. I don't know if I
No,
send
John,
him
go
over
for
the
it.
edge
Go
here.
for it, John. Go for it. No, really, do it. Do it.
No, go for it, John. Go for it. Do it. Do it.
You can't tell the difference, can you?
It's pretty much the same. Yeah.
It's pretty much
incredible.
the same. It's incredible is what it is.
No, do your John impression. No.
Oh, I'm John Staten.
Do I sound that congested?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's, I don't know. You know, that's my best John. You know what? John has a worse voice because I can't even do an impersonation of it.
That makes
it's
it
just,
worse?
It's just such a standard sounding voice that I can't even. There's no unique features that I can impersonate.
I'm sorry that I
on.
sound professional. And
Oh yeah, that's
Oh, I got a feeling that love is here to stay.
sorry.
Is that
No.
Noah singing?
What's that? That was Noah
Is that
singing.
supposed to be him singing?
Yeah. He's singing Ethel Merman, I believe. One of his
Oh,
favorites.
do John's laugh.
Do John. Yeah, that's exactly. What the heck is that?
That's you laughing, John.
Oh, okay. Wow.
That doesn't sound like it.
No, it doesn't, does it?
No.
I think he uses that in his stand-up routine.
Have you always had the same laugh, John?
It probably has varied over the years, but I used to get in trouble for laughing like that in school, in class, and so I guess I kept it because some found it annoying and some liked it. I don't know. I think I laugh a little bit like Burt Reynolds.
He laughs like that?
Yeah, Burt has that high-pitched laugh, or he did have that high-pitched laugh, I guess I should say. And I always thought that was a funny laugh. One person that had to get rid of their laugh was Eddie Murphy. I saw where he was talking about how, he used to he used to laugh like that all the time. And he said people kept coming up to him years and years later and doing the laugh, and he just got tired of it, and so he said he forcibly changed his laugh. I didn't know you could do something like that, but he did, obviously.
I missed the first half of the show yesterday. I accidentally slept in.
You accidentally slept? Do you normally use an alarm, or do you just get up on your own?
Oh, I just get up.
Yeah. I have that inner clock, too. My alarm sounds a bit like this. That's what Noah's alarm should sound like. He'd be right out of bed. Just like that.
What does your alarm sound like, John?
The alarm sounds a bit like this. Now, actually, I don't use an alarm. I have an inner clock. I hate the sound of an alarm clock.
One morning you said you had a dream that you woke up and Chris was doing Call Flo by herself because you forgot to come in.
I used to have dreams like that all the time.
Yeah. And John actually did that to me once. Do you remember that, John?
That was on purpose.
Oh.
But, no, I'm just kidding. Noah looks like a newsman. right now with that one.
Are you sure you didn't speed up the recording to make that sound? Or
No, she was able to do that on her own. She did like 2 different versions of it, and that one sounded the most alien. And I did not doctor it. I didn't do a thing to it. I might have amplified it, made it a little bit louder, but I did not speed it up. I didn't.
Does she know she did it?
Yeah, oh yeah, she did it on purpose. Yeah, she did it while I was recording.
She could do that sound on demand.
Well, next time she comes by, I guess we can get her to do that.
Yeah.
It sounds great.
Well, see. Some people like it, Noah.
I'm glad you enjoy it, Caller. Yeah.
Oh no! Now we're gonna have the country happy birthday music when it's birthday time.
You want country
Noah's
birthday
favorite.
music this time?
Oh no! My favorite's the jazz one.
The jazz one,
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe we'll combine and make it so both of them played today. Per request.
You just like the country one because Noah doesn't.
Oh, I like anything that rubs Noah the wrong way.
Like our favorite Simon and Garfunkel song. Yeah.
Yeah, he does not like that. You would think someone of humor and
What's wrong with it? It's so good.
I don't know. It sounds just like them to me.
Is it really them?
No, that was when that AI thing had really started and people were doing a lot of that AI, taking someone's voice, I guess, sampled it enough to where they could make, little spoofs like that with the music, and it was popping up all over the place. I was seeing them on YouTube is where I found that one, and some of them sound okay, and then some of them you can tell that it's not quite right, but that one I thought was perfect.
Yeah, that one really sounds like them.
I think so. That's what I thought was funny about it. But I guess my humor and Noah's
What is it called?
Canada Dry humor is. Let's see, because I honestly don't know right offhand. Let's see. Well, I don't remember. I don't even know what it's called. Look it up, to be perfectly honest with you. Let's
Well,
see.
I guess that's too bad. I guess we can't play it now.
I guess not, but we can because it says "Baby Got Back," Simon and Garfunkel. Here we go.
I like big butts, I cannot lie.
John, you've ruined this show for me. I can't. I'm not even. I wish I was kidding. I had to take the headphones off. I'm in awe at just the sheer blatant
Yeah.
care that you have.
Well, your suffering has now come to an end because we are now at the bottom of the hour. And caller, we want to thank you for calling in, and hopefully you call back tomorrow or whenever you can. And thank you for listening, and hope you have a great day.
Okay.
Take care.
Okay.
All right, goodbye.
Bye. All right. So I had to end that because it is the bottom of the hour, and we have things we must do, things that we need to do and have to do. And Noah's getting very, I don't know, are you getting perplexed or what's the word? Okay. The weather is being brought to you by Harold W. Collins and Grading, located at 2113 Cumberland Road, Farmville.
Harold W. Collins Clearing and Grading has been helping to build Southside and Central Virginia since 1960, providing all excavation, general contracting, and hauling needs. 5 miles north of Farmville, 2113 Cumberland Road, at the intersection of 45 and Range Tavern Road. Call 392-6010 or stop by Harold W. Collins Clearing and Grading.
All right, today mostly sunny, a high near 75, light southwest wind increasing 5 to 10 miles per hour this morning. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 49, calm wind. Sunny Wednesday, a high near 80, west wind 3 to 7 miles per hour. Wednesday night mostly cloudy with a low around 55, calm wind. Thursday, it's a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. A high near 79, light and variable wind. Rainfall amounts less than 1/10 of an inch. Then Thursday night, it's a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, a low around 55. Rainfall amounts less than 1/10 of an inch. And Friday, it's a 30% chance of showers, a high near 71. Right now in Farmville, we've got sunny skies. Humidity is 85%. Winds are 5 miles per hour. The big 60 here in Farmville, and WFLO AM 870, since we are located in Farmville. It would make sense that it's 60 here as well. The weather brought to you by Harold W. Collins and grading. Call 434-392-6010. The birthday calendar is brought to you by Creative Electrical Contractors, located at 1907 or 1907 East 3rd Street, Farmville.
Creative Electrical Contractors specializes in commercial and industrial projects and offers quality work at competitive prices. CEC is a licensed Class A contractor in Virginia and North Carolina. Creative Electrical Contractors has been in business for 25 years, still committed to the values that were established when the company opened in 1998. Integrity, quality workmanship, and timely delivery. CEC, located at 1907 East 3rd Street, Farmville. You can contact CEC at 434-392-3802 or at creative-electrical.com.
All right, with those possible anniversaries, and most definitely maybe some birthdays, I'm guessing, I now present to you the man, the myth, the legend, Noah Massage. Wait a minute. Now you're officially ready for duty.
All right, John. Well, that was a wacky beginning segment.
Wacky.
But we're going to get into the birthdays now. And starting off the birthday list, we have Buck Jenkins celebrating a birthday today. Buck Jenkins.
Buck?
Okay. Jenkins, yeah. And
Like
also,
Buck Owens.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
And also John Motley of Prospect.
Not Muttley, the dog that laughs kind of wheezy.
No, Motley.
Okay.
John Motley of Prospect
okay.
celebrating a birthday. And that's all I got today. I just got those two. So if you want to submit birthdays to us, you can email them at birthdays@wflo.net. You can call them in at 434-394-0924 or on our website under the on-air mentions page. You can submit birthdays directly from our website. John, back to you.
All right. And the birthday calendar brought to you by Creative Electrical Contractors. If it is not right, we will make it right. Call 434-392-2802. Happy birthday, God bless you. Happy birthday to
All right. So, is that it? Or are you just going to keep the music?
you. Sounds like a Benny Hill scene happening right now. I'd be slapping you on the head and running around real fast.
Yeah.
If that was the deal. Mr. Potato likes this version the best.
Interesting. Yeah.
So
Not bad.
So I figured I'd play that for him.
All the way.
All the way
song?
through. Matter of fact, if you want, I can do some famous birthdays while it plays.
I mean,
Your boy, Mr. Smile and Head Bob himself, George Clooney, having a birthday today.
do you like George Clooney? Jim?
No, I don't.
Why don't you?
I don't think he's that good of an actor, but I mean...
Really? That's a hot take.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a real great thespian of the arts there. Bob Seger. Now there's a birthday. He turns 80 today. Old time rock and roll turns 80 today. Bob Seger. Need to play some Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. Tom Burgin, TV host. Been around doing TV hosting gigs for a long time. Turned 70. Fun fact, hosted Hollywood Squares from 1998 all the way to 2004. Do you want to know what Bob Seger's fun fact is?
Sure.
Awarded a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 87. That means he paid for it.
Yeah.
And I mentioned Clooney. Do you know how old George Clooney is today? Do you have a guess?
I don't. How old is George Clooney?
George Clooney is 64 years old.
I was going to guess 64.
Okay. Because you're looking at it.
No.
Fun fact, made his Broadway debut earlier this year in the play Good Night and Good Luck. What is your favorite George Clooney movie?
That's a great question. I don't know. I just think he does have a stage presence that not every actor has. He can command.
Head Bob.
Sure.
Smile.
Sure.
Head Bob.
He was in From Dusk Till Dawn. I forgot about that.
Yes, he was.
Yeah. We'll go with that. That was a fun performance, and it's probably not his best, but it was a fun performance.
Smile. Head bob. Yeah. You know where I got that from? Mystery Science Theater 3000. They were making fun of him by doing that because they're doing a scene with him and I don't know if it was Tom Servo or Crow, but one of the robots was going smile, head bob, smile, head bob. And I was like, yeah, they pretty much nailed it. They had it there. All right, well, I'm going to mention some other people. Roma Downey, Touched by an Angel. You a fan of that show?
No.
I guess not. 65, or Highway to Heaven. Were you a big fan of that? Michael
Didn't watch
Landon.
it.
No.
Don't know.
Well, it was before your time. Though they still show it in reruns. Let's see. I'm looking here. If I see anyone here, I will mention it because I know you care. Guitarist Mark Bryan of Hootie and the Blowfish is 58. And Chris Shiflett of Foo Fighters is 54. That's more to your liking, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're a Foo Fighter fan, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's about it. I don't really see any.
So no more celebrity birthdays.
Tony
That's
Blair,
amazing.
former
Oh,
prime minister, is
oh.
72.
Okay.
Orson Welles was born on this day.
Yeah.
Rudolph Valentino, a couple of actors there for you. Willie Mays, former Major League Baseball outfielder.
Mm-hmm.
He was born on this day as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right.
So
well,
since
John,
I'm boring you to tears, I'm going to let you liven up the show with some interesting tidbits that you have to offer.
I really don't have.
What?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Does Noah have anything to bring to our program today of any interest?
Definitely, yes.
All
see?
right.
Yeah.
Well, now
He
you're on the
knows.
spot because Mr. Predicto said that you indeed do.
Well, I mean, that's all he has to say, John. That's all he has to say. Yeah. Well, that was a good list of birthdays. Thanks for that, John.
You're welcome.
And also National Beverage Day once again is today. Don't know why that's a holiday.
Don't they have every day a holiday for something?
Pretty much,
So
yeah.
doesn't that kind of...
Defeat the purpose
Yeah.
of... Yeah, well, still, John.
It's like everyone gets a trophy kind of thing. It's like...
It's not like everybody gets a trophy.
no, it
Not
is.
at all.
It's
Not at all.
It's a lot like that.
You hate that mentality, right?
Yeah, because
Everybody
if
gets a
everybody's
trophy.
the same, how special can anyone be?
Exactly. Yeah, true.
I mean, if everybody sings like Leon Redbone,
Mm-hmm.
then what's so special about Leon Redbone?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, John, you've been working on some drawings?
Go ahead. What?
You've been working on some drawings?
Yeah. I still dab and doodle every so often.
Nice.
Not as much as I used to.
Is
but-
this? Are you making wall art to hang up at home, or?
No, I would never hang up my own actual art.
Oh, why not?
Because I don't think
you're
I'm
ashamed
good.
of it.
Not like you are of your comedy routine.
There you
go. Oh yeah, you poke the beast, and the beast will awaken.
Are you talking about you're the beast in this
I am
situation?
the beast.
I'm not ashamed of my comedy set. It's not the best though. It's
What?
sometimes it could be pretty bad. No, I was just
bad meaning.
it's delivered poorly.
Oh,
And also
not so much the matter, the subject matter,
It's yeah.
or that too.
Well, no, it's more of the performance aspect. Yeah. Well, John, I just want to know. So you're not going to hang this up? Is this for a special friend? Special?
It's not for me. No,
Okay.
no, I'm not doing it for myself.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm doing it for Mandy.
Oh, very nice. Okay, so that's why there's two people in bed and one looks horrified.
Well, I took a snapshot of
No.
you and Katie, and that was the
Sure.
inspiration.
That was the inspiration. How did now? Let me ask you this: How did
I
you
gave
get a
you way more
snapshot
hair
of
than
that?
you actually have, too.
Yeah.
So,
So it's making me think that's not me.
And you look like you're resting peacefully, which I know you do not.
No, I do. I mean, given the right combination of
You do. Yeah, the right combination of sedatives. You
yes,
sleep
exactly.
well.
Yeah. 3 sips of beer, a couple of Benadryl. No.
Enough anesthesia, and you'll
yeah.
be out like a light.
You know what? Stretching does a really good job at helping you relax before you go to sleep too.
Do you do that?
Sometimes, if I feel up to it.
Well, you bend your leg and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah, I mean the yoga, the full
Yeah,
lotus.
that's what I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
You get into a crouching tiger stance or whatever,
Yeah.
and cool.
Hidden Dragon. Yeah.
Hidden Dragon?
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Hidden Dragon, okay. Cool.
Have you seen that movie?
No.
No.
I've heard of it.
I thought that's what you were referencing.
No, I'm just coming up with animal things because that's usually what those names are for yoga, right? It's like picking a blanket and whatever else they use.
Anyways, the phone number to call in, 434-394-0924. That's the number to call in to the Call Flo Radio Show.
Hey, guess what? Are we going to have any other interesting callers on our program
You did this last
today?
time, John.
I know, but
Everything points to yes.
okay.
Yeah. No,
Always the
this show's
optimistic,
gonna be-
Mr. Predicto.
I mean, it's true.
It is.
It's true.
It is, and we're so much the better for it. So, do you have anything to add to the program today?
John, do you?
Before I jump in here.
What are you going to jump in with?
I don't know, but is it me or is it a bit kind of meh in here? And I don't mean us. I mean the way it feels in here, and I mean the air is not circulating.
I think no. No.
It doesn't feel that way to you?
Not really. No.
Okay.
Do you feel that way?
Yeah, I feel like
It's like stiff.
Yeah, it's very stiff.
Mm-hmm.
This summer at the movies, superheroes from Superman to Fantastic Four return. So even though we keep hearing about we're on a downslide with the superhero movies, they're still putting them out.
Mm.
Now, I've got a feeling the Superman movie is going to flop.
Yeah, and you're probably right. It's probably going to be not good.
Now, why do you say that? Is there a reason why you're saying that?
Because there's been no good superhero movie, in my opinion, ever, really. I enjoyed the first two Spider-Man movies.
You know what they used to make those movies, right?
What's that?
The original Superman. They basically copied it.
You told me that before.
And it's true.
Yeah.
It's absolute, because that is the blueprint.
Mm-hmm.
The original now, the Christopher Reeve 1978 film I'm talking about here. Yeah. Because I saw those Spider-Man. You talking Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans?
Yeah.
See, I saw those, and I watched it, and I'm like going, wow, they really are using the same pacing of the Superman film.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was interesting. Don't get me wrong, I like those movies. I even brought in a mouse pad with that Spider-Man in here. Because you're gonna try to revive and bring back to life a destroyed CPU unit.
You destroyed your computer.
I didn't destroy it. Mother Nature did.
Well, it was in your house when it happened.
But I had it, plugged up to a surge protector.
Yeah.
It's not my fault that the surge protector didn't actually protect the surge.
Yeah. Well.
But you're going to try to Frankenstein it back to life.
Well, it should be pretty simple. You just fried a chunk of your equipment, but we should be able to use. And then because we've been having some problems, John. Not really problems.
The
but
problem is I need to be somewhere to get work done.
Exactly,
and then you're taking up multiple places all at once.
No.
Oh yes.
No, that's not it.
Because if I go here, that's not right, and if I go here,
that's not true at all.
Oh,
no.
I
try to work around your schedule.
Unfortunately, I just have work to do.
Yeah.
It's not so much a schedule.
Yeah. No, I try to work around your work.
Yeah. Work around my work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, but having that second computer will really resolve a lot of issues. Not issues, but
once we get you on it, and then you can leave me alone. It'll be beautiful. We can work together.
I was thinking we swap.
No.
You don't want to swap?
No. We can work together in perfect harmony by not being together at all.
Yeah, no, I think moving one computer from one side of the
we found the
studio.
perfect office for you inside the production
That's
studio.
really funny. Yeah, you're talking about the closet.
You're going to get your own sink. Mm-hmm. We'll even put a mirror up for you so you can look at yourself.
Yeah.
While you do your work. It'll be perfect. It'll be wonderful and great. And now James Gunn, your boy that's directing the Superman film, who also did Guardians of the Galaxy, he predicts Summer of Superman to the rescue of the box office. That's a bold prediction, my friend. Are you a fan of James Gunn?
I don't really care about James Gunn.
Now, are you being serious? I mean, I'm asking because I know you're into movies and stuff, and you just did your own movie.
Yeah.
You had your own premiere.
I premiered a documentary.
don't shortchange yourself. I'm trying to build you up here, and you're being all, oh golly gee whiz, and
James Caan, is he?
James Gunn.
James Gunn, sorry. James Caan is that other...
James Caan is an actor.
Yes, was an actor. He died.
Yeah. I'm
James
quite aware.
Gunn. Yeah,
he got shot up in Godfather.
Yeah, that's right. That's fine.
Sonny Corleone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly, John, superhero movies don't interest. I can't get behind them. I think they're not even real films. If you're gonna ask my honest opinion, they're more like very loose entertainment, very very loosely a film, but really it's just an hour of CGI effects and what's that guy who acts in a lot of the movies? I don't know. It's nothing that I just never got into it. Now, comic books I get. I think comic books are good, but the actual films I can't get behind.
Well, thank you for bringing us all down with you then.
Do you have any opinion on that, John? Do you want to?
I think it's all up to what opinion is, like, and what you don't like. What you probably deem wonderful and great, I wouldn't want to stand in line to go see.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that's the way it is.
Yeah.
Now I'll go so far as to say these superhero movies aren't very good, but I think they have the potential to be if people that were making them were actually fans, not just saying that they are, but actual fans or want to be respectful to, just like people that say, well, that movie is nothing like the book.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that's very heady to say. It's nothing like the book, and they come off as being, well, they're obviously true fans because they read the book. Well, if you're a fan of the comics, can't that be the same thing? Same mentality? They're not doing it right, that type of thing. And that's what I see in a lot of these movies. I just see taking characters and putting your own spin on it, and I guess that's what movie people have been doing for ages now. And they do it with the books. It's like The Natural with Robert Redford.
Yeah.
Do you know the actual ending to that? He actually throws the game for money. In the movie, no. He hits away. He hits away.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. One of my favorites. If I catch it, I'm watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
Oh, John, do you have any plans for this weekend?
Yeah, I've got big plans. You
Oh,
got
really?
big
Like
plans?
You're taking off on Friday, so
Yeah, I am taking. So you're gonna have all kinds of fun.
I'm gonna do.
Technically, you're not supposed to be here on Friday, right?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I think I might do the Friday party if you want me to. If you want to.
I don't want to add any more work to your.
Oh, I don't mind.
Already
I
overbearing
don't
schedule.
mind. It's not a problem, John.
What are you gonna play? Some of that outlandish music
It's
that nobody knows from a hole in the ground?
It's gonna be that plus a jazz infused Friday party.
Oh, good.
Yeah. You should do it. You should give it.
Yeah, we can.
I mean, how many people would love to hear that? I'm sure a lot, right?
Okay, guys, are you ready to get really crazy?
Is that what it would be like?
Yeah, totally that. Yeah.
That would work.
Well, go. If people are interested, they can call in and let us know if that would be a good idea. I'm talking about John Coltrane, like actual jazz mixed in with like indie, new wave '80s music. It'll be like unlike anything you've ever heard from the Friday party. One time only, special edition. With the Noah Massage stamp of approval. Sorry.
Ain't no sense in that mess, man.
That's one of the fans talking to you. Well, you can jazz it up, I guess.
Is that okay?
I won't be here, so
okay. It's up to you. If you feel like doing it, you should do it.
Can we swap and then I do one of your wonderful shows?
I mean, maybe if you want to do that.
What do you mean maybe?
Well, sure, John. If you really want,
We do like the spotlight,
Mm-hmm.
and I could spotlight, Fred.
Fred?
Yeah, Fred down the street. I'll spotlight him.
Who's Fred?
Fred is Fred. Fred's walking right there now, down the sidewalk. We could spotlight Fred and have a whole show wrapped around Fred and what he's doing.
Uh-huh.
What do you think? How does that grab you?
That's, yeah, I think that's a terrible idea.
434-394-0924 if you'd like to be a part of our program today.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely.
Did you hear the promo that I put together with, it was last week.
Mm-hmm.
It was you and Chris. And Chris, at the beginning, said something about Trading Post.
Yes,
calling into the Trading Post.
I did hear that, yeah.
And I didn't hear that, but I did hear the caller ask her, is this the Trading Post?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so then I thought, did she actually say that? And I went back and heard the audio that you had recorded, and indeed, she did say without really realizing it herself. And I don't think you heard it either.
I was in the other room when
Right.
that happened. But yeah, I mean that stuff happens all the time,
Oh, yeah.
That's especially in radio when you're constantly talking. Like things will slip by and you don't even know really what you said, which is kind of funny. John, you've had something like that happen before, right?
Yeah, when I went back to Flo after 13 years of working at one place, I was not John Staten, I was Jammin' John.
Jammin' John.
And so I would constantly say, hey, Jammin' John this, Jammin' John that. And so a few times, well, more than a few, when I went back to Flo and I was back to John Staten, I would, it's Jammin' John. And then I would get to laughing as soon as I said it because I realized what just popped out of my mouth. And I'm like, Jammin' John Staten.
Yeah. Well, you can bring it back. You can still say Jammin' John, right?
I guess. I don't know the trademark on it. But that's been some time ago now. That's been a while. Yeah, and I was a younger man when I was Jammin' John. A much younger man. I don't know if I'm Jammin' John anymore. I'd be Junkin' John.
Yeah, definitely that.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
Now, if you had a cool radio name, what would you want your cool radio name to be?
That's a great question. I'm still working on it. I don't know. Nothing really rhymes with Noah.
No, but that's when you put like Jammin' John doesn't really rhyme, but it starts with two of the same letters. So we could go with Nauseating Noah, Nasal Noah. I still think that the name of the show, I Bet You Didn't Noah, would be a great name for your program when you're on. Bet You Didn't Noah, and then you give some Noah facts.
In this state, 1942.
Now you want to do the dates.
No. I'm just doing of the Noah, don't you Noah?
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I was, we were,
right.
Unless you want to go off on this deep end.
John, you do whatever that you feel like doing.
So, your boy James Gunn, I really do believe in this movie. We're going back to the Superman thing. And I do believe that there is a lack of human kindness, or at least a degradation of human kindness, Gunn said. And this is a movie that celebrates kindness and human love. Now, I've been hearing some multiple varying things about this movie on YouTube. People have been reviewing it. Now, granted, I don't think they've actually seen the film. They're just basing it off of teasers and trailers that have, and maybe some rumored stuff happening and what might possibly be the script or the plot. Makes it sound like they're using woke and stuff like that, catchphrases and stuff like that. So it's already, you can tell though from the trailers and stuff, that Superman is not the only hero in this film. You see Hawk Girl, you see Guy Gardner, he's a Green Lantern, different characters. Some of them I don't even know because they keep coming up with these newer characters as time goes on. And they're questioning whether Superman is actually the star of his own film. And that's never good. To call something Superman and then you go watch it and, he might be in it, but he's not the main focus of the film.
That'd be tragic.
It would, because, I don't want to watch anything like that. David Corn Sweat. Have you ever seen him in anything else? Or is it Corn Sweat?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You've never seen him in anything before?
Pretty sure I have not seen him.
Well, he's done stuff, but I've never seen him in anything either, to be perfectly honest.
By the way, if anybody wants to call in, 434-394-0924. That's the number to
the stimulating
call
conversation.
into the Call Flo Radio Show.
Call us now for stimulating conversation.
Okay. So, do you want to add anything else to the Superman conversation, John?
Not really. I just brought it up because it's one of the supposed things that, well, Warner Brothers is in trouble, and they own those characters. They own DC Comics, basically. And there's always been lawsuits between the original creators of Superman and the descendants, the family, between them and DC and all this other stuff. And sometimes they make these films solely just to hang on to the rights. Fantastic Four was a perfect example of that. Roger Corman, have you ever heard of him?
Yeah.
All right, so he was like a B movie kind of guy. Always made those cheap B kind of films. Marvel actually, or whoever, got him to make a Fantastic Four film that never really saw the light of day. But they went to the trouble to make it anyway. I thought it was interesting. All right, another caller before we call it a day. Good morning. You're on the air.
Oh, boy, is this a stimulating conversation. I just have to preserve Mr. Predicto's record, that's all.
Oh, well, thank you for doing so.
Yeah.
We don't want to make him look bad.
Never, man,
Do you have your radio up?
No.
Then why am I hearing? Are you hearing it, Noah?
I'm hearing you.
Yeah.
I'm hearing myself.
Well, it sounds like you doing. It sounds like me doing you.
Oh, no. Oh, no, I can't sound that way. Never.
Oh. I guess I'm hearing it, though, play back in my headphones.
Oh, you know what? It's probably my signal out here, out in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
How did you get there, sir?
What's that?
How did you get out there in the middle of nowhere?
I moved from the big city years ago. I got the heck out of Dodge, man. Yeah, so, no, but DJ name, I think Massage in charge with you, everybody, on this 2 for Tuesday.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
He's beaming. You have really brightened his day with that. Noah was down and out, but when you said that, there was a gleam in his eye.
It sounds good. It sounds good.
Yeah,
That's
man,
what
you
matters.
got to throw the weather in there and the traffic and, from 1973, the Stones coming at you.
Noah Massage in the Flo helicopter, and
Yeah.
looks like we have a loose cow out there on Plank Road.
Yeah, so my ears perked up quickly about a dead computer. Is it a desktop or a laptop?
We have a desktop Dell, and also John brought in a broken, destroyed HP desktop that's like a slim desktop from, I'm going to guess, like...
Okay, it's probably the switching power supply in it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So I ordered one yesterday. It was like $15, which is pretty cheap. But so.
Yeah. Desktops are easy peasy, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna revive that baby.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm sure we got seconds, so I'm gonna punch out, boys.
All right. Have a good one.
Sounds good. Talk to you later.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Paul Barlow.
Paul Barlow.
All right. So anything else you would like to add before
Nope.
we say
All right. Sayonara, John.
All right. Bye.